How's it going, guys? Cursebound again with some more Brawl. What am I do right now? Today. Yep. Playing Nazar, the Velvet Fang. And we are a Artisan deck, so we don't have any rares or mythic deck. It's been a while since I've played that archetype. I generally only play it when it's Adventure and up, but I was feeling the edge. Without the limitation, you just tend to end up with a bunch of very simple cards in your deck most of the time, and it's like the other option. I have to put a restriction in place, I think, to push myself a little bit further to explore different options. Because the shrines are a good example. I think we're at the point with shrines where there are enough of them in each of the mono colors. You could conceivably build a deck and have a shrine package in it without being a full-on shrine archetype. But not necessary to say that it's a good idea. I don't know. I just think it's a possible. Right? And there's so many other things that are interesting way, and I don't know. I'm gonna play our commander into this counter spell. I think it's a counter spell. I don't know what else could be. Could realistically be anything. This video go up on the 1st. On the 3rd is when the new TMT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set comes out. I thought I actually prepared enough videos directly to that death. Kind of nice. It was an accident. No way intentional. What an opponent. We'll get some feeding counters next turn. Well, one. I really need to draw some more. Opponent. At the back. Okay. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. I, for one, am never disappointed to see Uro. I do like Uro. He's a very cool card. A little pushed, maybe, but he is very cool. I don't have the double blue to drive him or the spell fodder. I don't know how an Uro ended up in a Fey deck. Not really a Fey. Get our feeding counter. I need 3 feeding counters before we can actually do anything. Which is a little disappointing. But he is an uncommon commander. And the benefit of getting 2/3 is actually quite nice. 3 cards for 3 life. Very on curve. There it is. We have Uro mana now. Indomitable Speaker. A discard card. Yeah, it's one shot. Call it Fauna Shaman. That can do an untap. For a mana. Pretty cheap. Well, not the cheapest, but second cheapest. Cheapest would be if he didn't cost a mana and just had to tap. Technically, like, wouldn't it, if he didn't have to tap at all and you could just pay 1 mana for it? Better, but I too often. It would be wildly combo synergistic. There's a World Champions card too. That is interesting. Track of whether or not they were still doing this. I think a while back they were. Huh. A counter? Ye? We got there. We are on to game number 2. Game number 1 went very well. Artisan deck managed to do its thing. I tell you that. In the test game, White managed to do its thing. It had a bit of a rough patch. But it turns out if you can get the lifelink or life gain going, it's actually not that bad. Stone Fangs by itself is good enough to enable it. Opponent, it's in black and red. Like, probably don't want me to gain a bunch of life. I'm glad we drew. Get on Blood Artist first. Spirit of Malevolence may have been a better choice, just because it has actual power to attack. I mean, slowly but surely we've been draining our life. Cat's done 2. Shrine's done 2. The cat's done 3. Commander? Cat can't block. But he also can attack through a 4-3. So he has to sit back. Navigational. I respect. Lightning Bolt. I'll make Commander. Less respect, but let's recast him. So expensive. Really? You just happen to hit a 0 mana artifact off the top of that is wild. A wild opponent. Down to 26, our opponent's down to 17. Zuko fighting together. What a timeline that would have been. So much firebending. Land. Yeah, this. Gonna ignore that. When it floats their last mana. Could be something interesting. 11 to 20. They're drawing for it. Whatever it is. Don't think it was a patchwork banner. It might have been. Probably looking for a blocker, if they're being honest. That's 16. A burnished heart. Hmm. Rough one. Opponent. Did it anyways. Zach, fair enough. I don't think we can get him down to 0, but we had the mana first. No choice, unfortunately. GG. Yeah. With my Vindictive Vampire not an outlaw. Clearly up to no good. Like, he should be an outlaw. We are back. Game number 3. Morrowind again. Okay. Like, that's a bit disrespectful. Lyra is cool and all. Don't get me wrong. Don't think him and her are on the same level. Land? Ooh, shared roots. I didn't build a green deck, but it would probably be the most powerful version of an Artisan deck. Because one of the most heavy restrictions on your Artisan builds is you're just so limited in the amount of board wipes or mass board wipes you have access to. And the result is that other colors like black and white that kind of rely on strong board utility no attack. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. Grasshopper. And please help. Keep me going. Yeah, but green creatures are big enough that they don't really. You can build a good green deck and have no wrath in it. In fact, a lot of the good green decks don't have wrath in it. You just kill quickly and with overwhelming force. Or bury your opponent in some kind of advantage, your card advantage or mana advantage, that kind of thing. Pock's kind of the mana advantage, or yeah, Pock's kind of the mana advantage one. You have various builds. On it. Good enough. Next year we can get the draw 3. Hopefully. Maybe not. Depends on what our opponent does. The other good color, I think, in Artisan builds would probably be red. Even though you don't have board wipes, because red is so heavily skewed towards direct damage, just have good. Yeah, there goes. Elves. Elves doing elf things.
I see you wish to join the vanquished dead of Dominaria's history. We will endure all trespassers.
I do like elves as an archetype. I play it often. They are a good example of how green breaks away from some of the dependencies that other colors have to rely on, right? Can they push the game in the direction of you deal with the thing I'm doing or you die? Right now, we need a Wrath, basically. It's the only way out of this situation, because Crater Hoof... Oh, at least, okay, well... We could have just got a Crater Hoof, and that would have been it. The game would have been. Huh. Land. I think this is going to be the most damage we can do. The elves can also gain life. Sure. Sure. I think we're pretty well dead. We have a life to spare that can buy us a turn, maybe, but...
We blossom with nature's magic.
Yeah, I think our opponent's just going to draw 6. Less greedy than me. Fair enough. Ironic. Dead. GG. Well, if you enjoyed today's video, I believe a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I will see you next time. Bye for now.